If you've ever led a sales team, you know that seller activity is notoriously difficult to keep tabs on. And the million-dollar question is, what does strong sales performance actually look like? If you want the answer, you need the right data. This is Club Revenue, and I'm Cornelius Willis. At the most basic level, seller productivity equals revenue generated. But getting to that one revenue can look different for reps in different segments or teams. And winning deals is not at all the same as winning them efficiently and predictably. Gartner found that 66% of the challenges of virtual selling stem from internal issues, and simply throwing more data at reps is not the solution to increasing productivity. Aligning the entire sales organization around key metrics means that everyone knows what activities are important to driving one revenue. Our guest on Club Revenue today, Mark Ebert, is a Senior Vice President of Sales at 6 Sense and has some fantastic strategies for managing seller activity and measuring sales productivity. Mark, thanks for joining us today. So first question, how do you track what sellers are doing in the virtual field? What activity metrics do you look at to see how productive they are?
On the prospecting side, we try to innovate here as much as we can. It's our business at 6 Sense is to be as innovative as possible on that front. But we make sure that we're looking at data that tells us how efficient we're being with the resources and the time that we have available. And efficiency is kind of in our DNA with the way we track it. So activities for the sake of activities, we don't care about, certainly, nor should anybody, but activities that relate to progression, either that being, for example, how well are we penetrating our territories, all the way through to how well do we follow up on inbound leads or accounts that we might flag are in market, how fast are we following up? And a lot of what we do is take a look at speed of our follow-up, as well as the number of activities that we're doing on our different follow-up metrics that drive to an open opportunity. And so our goal is to crunch that down so that we're making the best use of our sellers' time, which, as we all know, they care a lot about us making sure we're not wasting their time. A couple interesting data points we look at are, how many accounts in someone's territory have we not had any activity within the last 30 days, right? That are in a particular buying stage, as an example. Or if it's an active opportunity, we're taking a look at how many different personas do we have engaged at an opportunity to make sure we're multi-threading and we're doing the things that we need to move them forward. So we've done a lot of work on tracking lots of those different data points.
With different market segments, are there different activity signals that you're looking for? Enterprise is probably different from commercial, right?
Yeah, that's a great point. So we have a velocity business for us, which is our commercial team. And they are, on average, they are working on a deal cycle that lasts 50 to 60 days. It's pretty fast. So that's a very fast growing piece of our business. And then we have our enterprise, which runs up to 5,000 employees, kind of how we break down the size of the accounts that they go after. And just this year, we launched our strategic team, which is selling to accounts specifically 5,000 employees and above. So you're absolutely right. We have to think about them as distinct, different kind of businesses when we think about activity. A strategic rep may only have, 15 to 20 accounts to work in totality, and a commercial rep is working hundreds of accounts. And, so therefore the productivity metrics are greatly differentiated. Our commercial business runs as a hybrid. They handle inbound, but they also are asked and need, in order to really go above and beyond their quota, to hunt as well. And so we track a few things: how fast they're following up, obviously, on their inbounds, and how well they convert their first meeting into an active and qualified opportunity. On the flip side, a strategic seller, they're all focused around getting activity going at all of their named accounts at all times. And we want, the best way that we describe it here is every single one of your strategic accounts should know who you are and know the value that you can provide to them at any one point in time. And so we're taking a look at how well we're navigating, the overall org chart and how many different personas we're having meaningful conversations with.
Wow, that is a lot of data-driven rigor boiled down to what really matters. Here's Clary's Vice President of Sales, Holly Proctor, with some more ideas for metrics that matter when improving your sales team productivity. Take it away, Holly.
Thanks, C-Dub. With all of the deal and activity data available to reps and managers today, it can be difficult for everyone to know what they're actually being measured on. And in the new world of selling via Zoom, 93% of reps have reported facing challenges that negatively impact their ability to sell virtually. What's more, 58% of reps have said they need dedicated coaching sessions with their managers to function effectively in the virtual world. Coaching to the right metrics will help reps know which activities drive deals forward, resulting in fewer stalled deals and shorter sales cycles. Given that 20% of all lost and stalled deals are the result of internal complexities, anything you can do to decrease that number means more revenue for the company. Back to you, C-Dub.
So Mark, what's your forecast for the future of visibility of sales execution?
When I think about where it's all heading, I think about how to have more productive conversations between a seller and their manager, and getting more proactive with using kind of AI as more and more data becomes available on how an individual seller's activities equate to closed won business. Every seller is going to have a unique equation for what gets them to their number based on their different strengths and weaknesses. Where I get excited thinking about where it's going is I don't think we're far away from having proactive data brought to the seller and the manager that helps drive their daily activity even more, that's specifically focused on and tailored to that seller.
Excellent insights on how to make your sales team more productive from Mark Ebert, Vice President of Sales at 6 Cents. Join us next time for another real-world revenue strategy right here on Club Revenue.